Nobel Universal Graphical Language is a book written by Professor Milan Renduch, one of the leading experts in the field of computational chemistry, and the founder of the Renduch Index in mathematical chemistry. It is centered upon a universal ideographic writing system that was developed with the intent of contributing to a simpler and more effective means of human communication. The book presents a carefully structured description of the said language and covers all aspects of it from the basic signs to the more complex combinations and semantic units. The universal pictographic language that is the subject of this book is named after Alfred Nobel, a Swedish chemist and industrialist who left much of his fortune to a foundation that annually awards individuals and organizations with what is popularly known as Nobel Prizes. Nobel Universal Graphical Language, therefore, was created as a universal language that aims to enable people with no common language to communicate, thus avoiding miscommunication, misunderstanding, and even potentially conflict. Unlike common picture writings, Nobel Universal Graphical Language provides an ideographic way of communicating with a specific grammar and syntax similar to that of other languages. It can actually be likened to other graphical sign languages existing today, such as Japanese and Chinese, but with far less difficulty in learning it, due to the following requirements. Basic signs should be small in number, signs should be easy to recognize, combinations should be limited to 3 signs, signs should be complementary. Nobel Universal Graphical Language only uses around 120 basic signs, and there are 60 arrows of different shape that adds construction of several thousand words, with over 100 of those so obvious they are very easy to absorb. The signs are also easy to reproduce, which means that individuals will not experience difficulty in both understanding and writing using the language. Lastly, the language contains structure, wherein the signs are associational with each other. This means that related words and objects would have related signs. It has become a universal graphical language that is easily digestible, to the point that one can learn hundreds of words in a matter of hours. This is because when one begins to learn the basic signs, the more complex combinations of signs can be anticipated in advance. This allows the learner to be able to form coherent phrases in just a short time. With Nobel Universal Graphical Language, are able to easily comprehend and learn the signs and its many combinations forming words. The book carefully explains the language and its semantics chapter by chapter, starting from the most basic signs to combinations such as the touching, overlapping and doubling of specific signs. When perusing this book by Professor Milan Renduch, readers will discover the ease and flexibility that it offers as a graphical language. Signs are relatively easy to commit to memory because of the similar characteristics they share with the objects or emotions they represent. When it comes to the combinations of signs, one could simply analyze and interpret a complex group of signs just by recognizing the basic ones it is made of. As readers progress through the book, a realization is made that the author was not exaggerating when stating that it is a highly effective and time-efficient universal language.